very, very most important point that you highlight there is like, it's not yet my time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just go, like you said, because we want the same stuff. And it's, oh, I didn't get it, you didn't get it. Then now I'm just like mad at you, at the universe, like blaming you, blaming the universe, blaming the next person closest to me, blaming everyone but myself, number one. And the reason why I say myself, because I fail to realize that, listen, man, tomorrow is another day to fight.
Yes.
You know, next tomorrow is another day to fight. And you know, there was one analogy that, the winning analogy that you shared with me one time, where you were like, well, if we run a race, and today you win that race, let's run it again tomorrow.
That's right.
And guess what? Tomorrow you win that race, let's run it again the next following day.
Yeah.
Oh, again, let's run it again. We keep running that race until eventually you tire. Because if there's one thing with me is, I'll never give up. We'll keep running that race.
We're gonna keep running.
In crunches, we'll all that crunches, we keep going, right? But it's the same analogy in life, right? We're like, okay, cool. Today is your turn. Guess what? As long as I keep going, as long as I keep showing up, it's eventually gonna be my time. So enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And it's no hate here, nothing but love, peace. You know, send it because again, eventually my time is gonna come. And that is what differentiates a winner and even a loser mentality right there. Just give up, like, oh, whatever, you know, he got it, the universe is against me, everything. No, man. It just means, you know, maybe there are some flaws that I need to work on, right? And that is why that self-reflection comes. Like, number one, if I'm feeling that way, why am I feeling that way? Right? It has everything to do with me. Why am I feeling envy? Why am I feeling, you know, jealousy? Why am I feeling all this negative emotion? Because like you said earlier, you can't create anything out of a negative space, right? So why am I feeling like that? And that takes you all back to how we started this conversation, right? Like, you know, studying and expanding your consciousness and your awareness, because you've been able to understand that, wait a minute, why am I feeling this way? Is a level of your own understanding or of your own awareness to that. Okay, I am really, really perceiving the world in a different way. My level of understanding is expanding. So, okay, let me go back. Let me study. Let me, you know, reflect on myself and everything, right? And that makes a whole lot of difference right there.
Yes, no, absolutely. And you know, the ability to run it back, right? Like you said, like, you know, we have a race. We run down this parking lot, light post to light post, and you beat me. Right? You know, there's lessons learned in that. There's so many valuable lessons learned in that initial race. Right? And I mean, number one, I'm not fast enough. Number two, I need some leg development speed. Number three, I need to probably practice my breath control. Right? Like, number four, you know, wait a minute, what's his regiment like? That's the perfect opportunity for me to turn and say, well, how are you running so fast? You know what? I'm there. 4 a.m. tomorrow, I'm there. Right? Easy.
Look at that.
Being open, being adaptable, being flexible. Easy, right? So now, instead of entering, now I'm still in competition with you, but I'm going to learn from you. Right? I'm going to learn and see what you do that it is, because clearly you're doing something that I'm not doing. That I need to learn from. Right? And then now once I learn these principles, okay, this is what he does. This is how he sets his day up. Oh, this is when he trains. This is how he has the speed. But forget about it if I find out you don't do any of those things. I'm like, oh, so these are the things that he's not doing. Bet.
Boom.
So now I just figured out how to beat you. So we're gonna run this thing back. We're gonna of course we're gonna run it back. You know, and you know, and you'll never receive or achieve anything in life that you're not prepared to keep. Because if you're not prepared to keep it, if you get it, you'll lose it. And we've seen people that have gotten things prematurely, you know, and they lost it. Right. Or they just weren't able to keep it, even if they tried. Right. And, you know, to me, I think that's the beauty of life. And I know we've talked about this, where when you go and you set out to do anything. And this was a lesson that I learned from the Tea Master, where he's like, man, if someone achieves something on the very first go round, doesn't make them a winner. And he said, just because someone goes after something and they don't achieve it on their first go round, doesn't make them a loser either. And that was such a profound, lesson that I learned from him, because he's like, achieving something on the first go round, and just because you win at everything doesn't make you a winner, because you learn no lessons in the process. You learn 0 lessons in just getting it the first time. And I know the desire to win and to quote unquote be number one and be the best, it's pushed, it's highly encouraged. I think that right there, if I'm going to start an education system, I'm going to really attack that mentality and redefine it. Because there's so many people that come to us that have this burning desire to be number one and to be the best, and I find myself, I'm like, how do I explain to this person that look around the room, right? Look around the current room that you're in right now. This person, that person, this person, that person, they're all talented, man. How are you going to distinguish yourself to be the best when everyone in here has the same desire?
Wow.
Right? So, and today might be his day. Today might be your day. Like it's especially in life, where sometimes the way we're measured is very subjective, right? This person's a genius. This person's a genius because they were able to solve this really complex mathematical equation, right? They're a genius, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me see you go fix that engine. Right? Like, where's your genius now? Right? Like, put it in context. You're a genius in a particular field.
Yes.
Not a genius in life.
No.
Right?
No.
So, it just gives way to the discussion and the understanding and the encouragement that you can be number one. You can be number one at you.
Wow.
Just be number one at yourself. And where, people say be the best version of yourself. Just be a number one. You're a unique human being, right? We said, some billion people on this planet. You're unique. Be number one at that.
Yes.
Right? Like, just be number one at that. That you're the very best qualities, the very best attitude, the very best emotional state, the very best whatever it is that you're currently doing. Even if the particular career field that I'm coming out of, I didn't like it per se. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't, but I showed up and I did the best that I was capable of and willing to do. Right?
Yes.
But so you don't necessarily have to like something in order to put forth your very best. Wow. Right? Because putting forth your very best has nothing to do with the thing. It has to do with you.
Yes. Yes.
It's you.
Yeah.
And everything you do is a reflection of you.
Yes.
So my mentality, as I stepped out and as I stepped in certain arenas and I did certain things, I'm like, I'm not doing this because I believe in you or I want to follow you or I'm impressed by you. I'm doing this because I understand that when I put my work and when I put my energy into something, my work, task, project, thing, it's a reflection of me, right? The way I approach this environment, this situation, it's a reflection of who I am.
Yes.
And I always want to give the very best impression every single time that I can.
Yes, yes. That right there is everything, man. Especially when you say, being able to be at the top and just stay there for a while, right? Versus temporary, because we've had so many temporary number ones, right? Because like you said, they're not ready, they were not prepared to stay there for a while.
Yes.
And that is the beautiful lesson in losing, right? And to us, it's not even losing, right? Like it's winning, because guess what? I am preparing myself to, like, once I hold that, position, you can forget about it, man. right? And that's why sometimes we'll have like champions that are like 7-time champions for what they did.
There you go.
And then we have, you know, one champion one time and then that was it, right?
Yes.
Now the difference is the preparation in that.
Yes.
If that 7-time champion, it took him 20 times to like get there to be 7-time, right? But all those 7 times was like, yeah, I'm here to stay. And then he decided, you know what? Okay, the next person can have it, right? And that is the beautiful stuff about this win-loss, you know, journey, the mentality and everything, right? Where it's like, okay, in the loss, there's a lesson in it.
Yes.
Even in the win, there's a lesson, but you gotta humble yourself to learn that lesson.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, I won it, you know, I'm the best, this, that. All right, man. All right.
Yes.
Let's see how long that is gonna last.
Yep.
Make sure to subscribe and like our podcast. All right.